btmreview.com here with the Walking Dead podcast. Technically, we know this is a separate episode. JSS. I don't even remember what that stands for. I didn't even know the damn episode's name until like 2 seconds ago.
Just survive somehow.
Just survive somehow. That's how I feel watching the show. I feel like I'm going to slit my wrist sometimes.
First of all, before we go any further, is the gang all here? Is everybody here today?
Riverman's here.
Hey. All right,
Krusty. hey. And the thing is that's a little bit of an inside joke at this point. It's kind of fucking bitter to me because last week we recorded last week's episode. We've never missed one. And then something funky happened with the recording, trouble in podcast land, and it was just botched. It didn't sound that good, and to the point where I didn't want to put it out because that's just disgusting. Anyway, the funny part about it was
we'd rather have the content be the shitty part than the recording quality.
Exactly. But we're not quite getting away with that completely scot-free now. See, the thing is Riverman didn't show up. He had something going on, and he wasn't a part of last week's podcast. So basically, half of it was ribbing and sort of making fun of him, and it was really funny.
You got godsmacked.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. But it was kind of shitty. And anyway, so I guess we kind of have to give our quick opinions on last week, just sort of as a pre-recap here. Last week's episode, me and Pat agreed that it was okay. I think we gave it 7 out of 10s. I think the general consensus was that it was, entertaining enough, but I thought it was weak for a premiere because usually they're a little bit more high octane than that for a premiere, but,
Oh, I thought it was a fucking sleazy Floyd, man. I gave it a 2 out of 10.
I know.
Riverman fucking bore fest, man.
Riverman sends Pat a message during the recording as if he's allowed to have an opinion on something like that, and gives it a 2 because was boring. Would not like okay.
It was for a premiere, and the fact is we're still. We're still everything. The whole first episode was about zombies. At this point, who gives a shit about zombies? Zombies are irrelevant at this point in the 6 seasons we've been in. They're not going to kill you. You can walk around them. Who cares anymore about zombies? Yeah. So that was a horrible first episode of the season, I thought. I don't want to spoil anything about this week, but last week was fucking god-awful.
And just so everybody knows, by not getting off scot-free, Todd's actually on mobile this week, so if that might explain a little bit.
My computer crashed.
Shit happens. It's just what happens. But, the show goes on when it can go on. But I guess, so the general consensus was that I think that we've seen it before. Last week was just more of the same. I actually couldn't believe, while it was kind of entertaining, I guess, I couldn't believe they had the balls to – I thought the episode should have been called, We've Seen This Before, literally.
Absolutely.
It was like – in that regard, it was like, all right, come on, writers need to step up. But we're on to episode 2, and definitely a lot better. I'm just going to say it right from the get-go. I'm not saying it didn't have its problems, but at least it was action front to back.
Yeah, it did have its strong points, and
one of the strong points was that fucking Rusty Griswold wasn't in it, who, by the way, got eaten in the first place.
His acting was just fucking awful. I don't know what you guys thought about his acting, but horrible. He needs to stick to the vacation movies.
One vacation movie?
He's a way better comedic actor than he is serious, obviously.
Or what else was he? Empire Records and
That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar.
What was he? Really?
Yeah, he's one of the guys. I've been out of the game way too long. I owe you one favor, just one.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that part of it. How do I not? I've seen that movie a million times.
He's the two executives, those two like suit and ties at the beginning. He's like, I owe you one favor, Roldy, just one. When he leaves them with
I love that.
All right. Okay, so once again, comedic acting.
Castle, yeah, that's right. Okay,
and
chlamydia or whatever from fucking one of those hookers or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But whatever, he was better off in something like that. I'm so glad they killed him off quick because I knew his character was going to go annoying fast. Yeah. I was so annoyed by him. But anyway, all we got from last episode was that Morgan's sort of the moral compass now. He's replaced Herschel and all these people, and he was kind of like conflicting, trying to get through to Crazy Rick that you need people. Killing isn't the, only answer. We kind of get a little bit more shed onto that whole philosophy with this episode, but I got to tell you, I'm siding with Rick here. Morgan's a kind of a piece of shit. He's really a pussy. I'm like, come on. They got raided. These people are getting slaughtered with Jason Voorhees machetes left and right, and yet he's still trying to, like, spare them. He's actually wasting all this time talking each and individual one of them down. But it's like, every second he wastes doing that, people are getting fucking slaughtered.
It's very political. They call Morgan the big liberal and Rick the Republican, which, of course, I would side with Rick.
I don't. What's your thinking on this?
I'm not going that far, and yeah.
Morgan's just a pussy.
I just don't. I mean, I understand the dichotomy of what they're trying to do, where, you know, Rick is in the core group. They will do anything to protect themselves, when at the same time what they're doing is, I guess, what obviously would be considered by the standards of now as inhumane or, you know, grotesque and abhorrent and all that stuff. But in the context of the zombie apocalypse, it's what you have to do to survive. And I've pretty much thought we've established this when it comes to the whole universe. And obviously with the people in Alexandria, they have a different worldview of the entire thing because of the situation they're in. But as far as Morgan goes, he's been out there. He's done all this. So I just don't see where he's coming from with a lot of it. And who is this person who taught him kung fu
in like what 6 months from a he said he was a cheesemaker.
He said he was a cheesemaker. I actually like rewound that like 3 times to make sure he said cheesemaker. I'm like, what cheesemaker on God's green earth knows martial arts like that?
He was batshit crazy 2 seasons ago. What the hell happened?
I don't know, but actually what you're talking about, Pat, does it really not fit in with the context of today? Because I disagree. You know, if somebody invades your home, you're allowed to shoot them. You're allowed to kill them and defend your home. These people invaded their home, and they were slaughtering them. I think it's totally justified to go pull out your fucking armory and start blowing them away. I mean, what else are they going to do? They're going to get killed. I mean, it's pretty clear that in the moment what's going to happen. I think that's exactly relevant to what we would do today.
I think they need to all just sit down and talk about it instead.
And I thought it was. I thought it was.
I'm not looking for underlying political themes like you fuckos. Jesus.
I'm just saying, like, it was okay. If you wanted,
God, man, come on.
Christ.
If you wanted,
everything is not political. Stop watching cable news. Jesus. Enough.
Well, goodness.
Stop reading the signs from the conservative report that you see everybody post on Facebook. No, I don't care about your memes. And Dr. Ben Carson, you're a real brain surgeon. Yes, we believe you.
Oh, you can't hate on a conservative black man.
No, we're not. We're not going down this road.
No. I'm just kidding.
We're not going down this road. Okay, so if you just want to look at it from a purely fantasy point, I just thought it was still stupid that these people are running amok like a bunch of terrorists just slaughtering everybody, and yet somehow Morgan has time to sit there and have a moral conversation with somebody. I'm like, he should be getting a bullet in his head right now because he's all the time.
There's a sense of self-defense that I mean, in the actuality of the zombie apocalypse, if somebody wasn't willing to fight for the protection of the rest of the group, you're might as well good as dead yourself. So we should just kill you to begin with. You know, harboring some of these people from Alexandria is one thing, but if you know how to fight and you just won't fight, does the zombie apocalypse have room for conscientious objectors? Does Switzerland exist in the zombie apocalypse?
Clearly not to Carol, because everything he says, it's going right over her head, handing him fucking guns and stuff.
Carol is the best character on The Walking Dead, period.
I would give the worst character. I would put Eugene over Morgan because he's the biggest pile of crap on the show.
Well, he had that one funny zinger from last week.
There's no funny zinger. The guy is he's annoying and fucking retarded, man. I can't stand his face.
He is a little wiener.
Yeah, and he keeps coming up with these stupid hair jokes. It's not funny. It's not funny. No, and he tries to be funny this week, and he just talks like he tries to talk like he's the fucking Terminator or something. The guy's an idiot.
But I think he still looks like an enemy of Captain Planet, but whatever. I don't know, but Carol's the best because I think it's hilarious because the whole episode, literally, Morgan's trying to be that moral compass. You know, he'll talk to Rick and Rick will kind of listen. He's trying to talk to Carol and she's literally looking past him and just going about continuing handing out the guns like, I did not hear what you just said.
She has the biggest testicles on the show. I like Carol.
Yeah.
Dude, she thought quick too, man. Getting that one guy's clothes on and putting the W on her head.
Coral was about it in this episode too.
That's right, Coral with the fucking Prince. He's got this Prince Valiant haircut now, and it's making me hate him even more. And I don't know why, because I mean I shouldn't be hating him for aesthetic reasons.
Man, he got busy with the submachine gun, so we can.
Who the fuck is Coral? What are you guys talking about?
Coral.
Oh,
Keep up, man. Jeez.
Get with the program.
It's funny because they kill off the one. Oh, there wasn't any characters that really killed off. Just that smoker. But that was about it.
Well, so let's break down all the other characters this episode. So, the widow. It seemed like last episode, Rick was kind of losing his mind. He kind of kept thinking he was still going to get his pickle tickled after killing her fucking husband. And she sort of put him in his place, saying, you know what? I'll teach the kids how to shoot a gun. I don't want you near them, yada, yada, yada. And I thought he was kind of denied. But then in this episode, she's talking with her kid, and she's saying, oh, Rick's my friend. And she sort of like took up for Rick in what happened. So I don't really understand her character.
He'll get his pinky stinky.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know which way.
He'll get his dingle dangled.
We'll see how many of these we can come up with.
Get his wick wet.
But so yeah, she keeps kind of going back and forth. The other character that I complained about last week, which will now go in the Lost Episodes vault, was the Father Gabriel. Last week I went on this tirade about I don't understand why his fucking character is here. I don't get it. I never understood. I get it. He tried to throw him under the bus for half a second, and it just kind of just blew up in his face really quick. But this episode, you got him trying to like redeem himself, asking Carl. Was it Carl of all fucking people?
Yeah, but then even then at the same time, Carol hands him a gun, and he looks at it like it's
I'm not good with guns.
Let's talk about the religious undertones here, Pat. What can we come up with now?
I don't know.
Can't turn the other cheek anymore, so you have to. I don't know. I'm lost.
Well, yeah. I got nothing on this one
Okay.
because most religious people in this country would be more than happy to have a gun in their hand. Shaboom! Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't really think. It's like I don't think a whole lot happened in this episode. I mean, they kind of stretched out one act, but it was kind of cool because usually they stretch out one little minor detail and it's kind of boring, like school buses and all kinds of shit. At least this was like a big invasion. It was kind of cool, but I mean, they probably really could have summed this up really quick.
Well, thank Christ we didn't have to listen to that horn the entire episode, only parts of it.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was entertaining. Hey, I'm hearing. Hey, pause. I'm hearing a lot of fucking.
Yeah, I got an echo like a motherfucker.
Are you echoing on your voice?
No,
Me?
you are.
Am I echoing?
No, my voice is echoing now.
Yeah, and I'm echoing really bad.
Really?
That's weird.
You're not getting any echo at all?
No.
Jeez. What the hell?
I got headphones in.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Why is this doing this? Are we just supposed to deal with this or what?
No, will it go away or what?
I don't know.
Am I still echoing?
You never were echoing.
Yeah, you're not echoing. It's just me and Aaron.
Weird.
What the fuck? Maybe it's because both of us are recording, so obviously that would probably be part of it, maybe.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I mean, I don't understand. We were all wearing headphones. Well, let's just deal with it and see. Like, now it's not doing it.
Yeah, it stopped.
Okay, so
all right.
We'll just have to mark that point. Just saying. Okay.
9/11 part.
Okay. But yeah, basically, we know The Walking Dead has dragged out minute little details for an entire episode, but usually they're more boring. Like I said, the school bus.
But the action is kicked off and usually just happen right away in one just singular episode, with the exception of what was the two-parter with the carryover from killing Herschel and everything. Wasn't that a end of season and then season premiere? Was that like a mid-season break?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I think Herschel got decapitated on the season premiere, right?
Yeah, or it was it was either the season end or the season premiere. I can't remember, but
Maybe it was I don't know, or maybe the season premiere is when the governor got his little 1-episode arc or something.
So as far as the wolves go, then why aren't they using guns, and why don't they do they have a leader, or what are we working with here?
Well, everybody online is talking about this character Negan who's going to show up. I guess he's the big bad in the comics. He's like the governor times 3. He's the other threat they really come across. And so, I mean, I know we don't usually bring the comics into this, but it's going to be this dude called Negan, and I don't know what's taking his sweet time showing up. But I don't even know if they've cast. I mean, they had to have casted him, but they haven't announced his character. I don't think who's playing him. So
they kind of remind me of the sewer people from Demolition Man.
Yeah,
except not as full of wisecracks like Dennis Leary.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I don't know why they don't have guns. I don't understand any of this. All I know is the episode was very entertaining to the point where it kept moving. And honestly, at the very end of it, it took till the credits rolling for me to realize, wait a second, Rick wasn't even in this fucking episode.
Not once.
Not one, and I didn't even realize it until after. I'm like, Rick did not show up once. Neither did Darrell. I mean, but really Rick. And where was Rick? Did I miss something with the last episode? Were they like all in a different place? Is that when they were like doing the quarry thing? Was all this stuff?
Yeah, you seriously, did you actually watch any of the past 2 episodes of Walking Dead? They're out in the woods leading that zombie parade.
So this is all going on at the same time.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the horn starts, and then that was the end of the first episode, and now it was halfway through the second episode.
I don't blame you, Aaron. It's all right. I'm the same way.
Dude, it gets really fucking.
You gotta get the crayons out for you guys.
It gets confusing. Well, to my credit, how I watch it, I don't get to see previously on The Walking Dead, and this show is so disposable. To where I literally would have to watch the previous episode to be prepared for the next episode at this point.
Because it's so forgettable. It's all the same. It's like a fucking casserole all mixed together.
I like casserole, you asshole.
I like it too. I'm just saying. I mean, don't eat casserole and watch this fucking show.
No. Well, me and Pat and I actually took the opportunity of you not being around last week to kind of address it without you. Constantly, because you just love to hate at this point.
I hate it.
You love to hate, but you love to hate. You thrive on that negativity.
I know. The fact is, I don't want to watch it. The only reason I'm watching it is because this fucking podcast. I would not be watching it.
There, you heard it, folks. The only reason he watches the show is an act of attrition.
Yes. I don't care what happens to any of these people. I hope they all die. I don't care.
The hate is flowing through you,
man.
I want the show to end after this episode. I don't care. It's done.
We don't have an end date yet, there, Riverman. So you're gonna be doing this podcast.
And I'm here until season 15. I know.
I can't imagine how grumpy you're gonna sound by then.
Oh well, they said something. Gosh, I don't remember what it was, but it was something that totally confirmed that there was gonna at least be another. There was at least gonna be a season. Let's see, we're on 6. At least gonna be a season 8.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
Because they said something, they were talking about like hypotheticals about next season, and if this was the last season, they were gonna fucking tell us already. They'll let us know. And I think that
3 more goddamn years of this nonsense.
I don't care about 8 years of seeing the same damn people on a television show. Don't care.
I'll make a pact with you guys right now. Pull your fingers out. We're gonna mush some blood. But okay, so last week when our debut episode of this kind of went sour, it made me think. And I'm kind of on both sides here. Riverman, I understand what you're saying. I am watching this this show predominantly for the podcast at this point, predominantly, and mainly because I like to finish what I start. But I'm frustrated with the show too, and it's not because I don't want it to be good. Of course, I would like to be entertained. Pat's already said it. We expect more out of the writers and out of a show like this. I'll give it the credit that it's due, and I always do when it happens. But when we missed one episode, I thought to myself, well, if I started this to finish what I start, fate has told me that I can't finish what I started 100% by not allowing me to post last week's episode. There is now a blip in our history, and it kind of made me feel like justifying an action of like, hey, should we just say fuck this podcast now? Was this an omen so we can just start fresh in a couple of weeks with Evil Dead?
Yes, let's switch over.
And then honestly, I'm like, no, just shit happens. Show must go on. And then today, Todd has more issues with his computer, and now he's talking on a phone or an iPad. I'm like, is this an omen? Is this an omen? I don't know.
Hey, I got another hour before my computer reboots. So.
Well, I'll make a pact with you guys. That first episode, man, was more of the same. If this season ends up being more of the fucking same, I will not commit to next season. We will not renew the on our forum.
How about this? If I give an episode a 9 or a 10 out of 10, then we'll go on to next season.
I don't trust you. You'll never do it. Your rating system is totally skewed, man. You have no clue.
You're not very good at this reverse psychology there, Riverman.
You don't know what I'm going to do this episode.
You have no credibility with me as far as your ratings, man, because we just established that you But yeah, so I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of substance in this episode. It was just cool. It was just cool to see people get sliced up. It was cool to see that one bitch smoking a cigarette get her face sliced.
Darrell picking up the cigarettes. Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't fucking know. She's starting to feel edgy and cool now.
Well, no, it was her. It was her at the beginning talking to the housewives in the pantry there and putting on the whole, good doting housewife type thing and. Part along goes with that is, she doesn't smoke, and we all know damn well that at the end of the day, after killing a whole bunch of people and a couple zombies, that Carol's gonna have a cigarette, and so that's what I think it was. It's her, just kind of totally leaving the dichotomy of the other side of it there fully, heavy-handed as it may be.
Yeah.
You think Darrell will ever dive into that wolf puss or no?
No, I think they'll conjure up another female lead for him before the end of it.
Did I forget Darrell exists, man? We see him on last episode. We saw a shot with him leading some zombies on a motorcycle going 2 miles an hour, and that's it.
He's riding a bike, yeah.
And I just don't understand him. And he stops in on occasion to sort of basically whisper a positive note into Rick's ear. And that's it. I don't understand him.
I think the gay guys get more airtime than he does.
He's literally a bit player, and I just don't understand it. But whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I really don't care anymore at this point about like his character. But I don't know. This episode in all reality was fluff, but it was entertaining fluff. It was just a bunch of gun shooting.
It was way better than last week.
What do we got for predictions for next week?
Well, hopefully there's no Carl because I got a little Carl this week, and I don't understand. That was just a bunch of teenage three-way drama.
He's going to go looking for her, so...
Who gives a shit about that girl?
I know. This is... Of all the storylines, I mean, the first episode was what it was. The second episode I'm happier with than the first one, but if there is a big problem that I have with it, it's the story of Enid. I just...
See, you know her name. I didn't even fucking know her name.
I caught part of the Talking Dead at the end of the night after the episode. So
it's Chris Hardwick sucking Darabont's dick.
It was Kevin Smith, so everything was just hilarious, and this episode was amazing and awesome, and oh my god.
Well, I don't care about her character, and actually, now that you bring her up, I totally had forgotten, but she was the prologue segment,
right?
And I just didn't care
when they showed her.
And that's where the episode's title, Just Survive Somehow, JSS, comes from too.
Oh, because she was writing that shit. That's right. Which I don't understand that. Why the fuck would you write that? Does that mean something to somebody? JSS. I asked you what the fuck it meant.
I didn't know.
If I found that,
I don't know. It's the same reason that people who work out wear like beast mode T-shirts and shit to remind themselves that they need to work out. Except you're not giving Nike $70 for a T-shirt. You're just killing a poor innocent tortoise and making JSS with its bones.
But I mean, that's right. She was gnawing on that turtle, man. That was kind of
blame her for that, man.
That was kind of weird, dude. And she was going at it like it was fucking awesome.
At least make a fire. What is wrong with you?
I don't understand. But no, the JSS doesn't think. Clearly that reminder's not for her, though, is it? I took it as she's leaving this for somebody else. At first, I don't know. At first I thought maybe I don't know what it fucking meant, but no one's going to get that. If I came across a car and she wrote JSS on it with turtle blood, I'm not going to know what to make of that. I would rather
look at what the fuck does JSS mean?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get it. Clearly, the only thing I can gather from this is I'm seeing this over and over again, so somebody's alive. That's all it tells me. But JSS is that this person's initials. I thought maybe just if that's what's the point you're trying to convey, just write live. Fucking live is 4 letters. That's one more letter. That gets across a little bit better.
We ain't got time for 4 letters, Aaron.
It's still not enough turtle blood, I guess. That's just the story of life.
Yeah.
Why the hell did they introduce 3 new characters last week? I mean, that was just
man. They said there's going to be so many fucking new characters in the season.
Stupid.
They said it's going to just be. They're always going to do that.
What do they need new characters? You haven't killed off the old ones yet.
Todd, here's the thing, man. If they didn't add any new characters and it was just the same characters going about all this same old song and dance, you would complain.
I would no. They kill them off, man. Kill off the old ones, add new ones. I don't care. Just because I don't keep adding fucking people not doing shit. They're not doing anything.
Game of Thrones adds new people all the time, and that show's awesome. So
I love Game of Thrones.
All I want to know is how come nobody has raped anybody yet? In this entire universe, Carl almost got raped. Carl almost got raped. That's the closest we ever got.
Yeah, Carl almost got it, but other than that, yeah, not one of the females has had an attempted sexual assault on it. I don't believe it for a second.
Neither do I. Not for a second. But
I can see Redbeard taking somebody on, but
no, these people,
Seamus.
Oh, Seamus. Okay, gotcha.
These people just flip flop on their mental state all the time. Like the Sasha thing, she's suicidal. We think that's going somewhere.
Now Seamus is suicidal.
Now she's totally fine. Now she's happy. Yeah, Seamus was fine. Seamus was suicidal. Now he's fine. None of this shit means anything to me anymore when we have these little mini arcs for 2 episodes because I know they're just going to be magically okay. I've never met a person in my life that conquered depression as fast as these fucking people.
Yeah. How is Glenn still alive? How is he still alive?
Well,
ancient Chinese secret.
I will tell
Oh wait, I think he's Korean.
He's Korean. He's Korean.
See the Miyagi jokes coming soon.
No, the thing is I know we don't like to bring the comics into this, but I did read a blurb about it, and if the show is smart, they would totally not go that direction because everybody in the world will predict it. But a lot of people are saying the last season's worth of material they've been really riding on the comics a lot. But I guess that Negan guy kills Glenn in the comics.
Who's Negan?
This guy that the leader of the Wolves.
We don't pay attention to the episode or the podcast.
No.
But it's the comics. Now, like I said, I'm not holding out that they're going to go that route because if everybody is fucking talking about that, then they probably won't. But he needs to get it, man. He needs to go. And
his wife is annoying enough.
Who cares, dude? She never.
I don't think that actress gives one flying fuck about portraying a southern accent with any sort of authenticity. It is just so over the top and just ridiculous.
Isn't she got a British accent, doesn't she?
She's either I think she's Australian.
Ugh.
I don't fucking know.
But why does she want to protect that one bitch so much? I mean, what has she done now that Rick can't do? I mean, Rick's the fucking leader.
She's more of a diplomat, though, than anything, so there's going to be a little more reasoning with somebody like that. Who cares
what she has to say at this point?
I don't know.
She's not a fighter. She doesn't know shit.
Oh. I don't know. Eventually... I don't know. This is so
it's hurting your brain.
You know, all these people are raw dogging it too. I mean, they're all just doing it anal. I mean, eventually the world's going to run out of condoms, right?
What?
I don't know. I'm bored. I'm just fucking bringing up.
The gay guys are the only that want people getting some on the show.
I guess you're right, man. Oh, the AIDS epidemic would totally kill the Walking Dead universe really quick.
There you go.
Except for the zombies.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, can you imagine if the zombie? Okay, what? No, that's a good question. If a person had AIDS and they became a zombie and they bit somebody, are they given AIDS now? Are they zombies with AIDS?
Well, the brain's still functioning though. What if you were given mad cow disease, which actually affects the brain? How does that affect the zombie?
I don't know. Maybe that's all this is like some advanced form of mad cow disease, and that's the twist. I don't know.
Bovine spongiform encephalopathy.
Remember when we actually came up with things we thought were going to happen? No, I can't think of anything anymore.
Just because we don't care what's going to happen. We just want it to stop.
I do agree. I think it's going on too long. This should have been. I thought season 5 should have been the perfect. 5 seasons is good. 5 seasons is perfect. But like the money talks. 7 is way too long, and I think we're gonna have it 8.
Even to the end of 6, a nice round number where we could have at least started with this season either moving towards a totalitarian story or location or something like that. But again, like you guys said, like we've echoed again, it just feels like we're just running through the motions yet again with, okay, we had stability, okay, now we don't have stability. Okay, they're all right, everybody's cool, boring episodes. Okay, something happens. It's just, give me something.
It's like the show Friends. You just want it to end. It's horrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, by the end, Joey was dating fucking Rachel. That didn't even make sense.
I'd rather watch that than this, though.
I don't even know. But the thing is I don't even fucking know. Well, the thing, they're not going that route. We've got spinoffs, and like I said last week, but obviously you guys didn't hear it, we made the best call of our lives by saying, you know what, I'm not getting into something too early like we did with The Walking Dead, with Fear the Walking Dead. Well, the thing is with the Fear the Walking Dead, I'm like, you know what, I'd rather see how this pans out for one season before I even thought about committing to anything. And you know what? I don't think it's going to last. I mean, it started off with a bang, but that's because it's riding off The Walking Dead. But every single episode has decreased in viewership dramatically. So, I mean, but they're all in it, man. They got a web series going on. They got Fear the Walking Dead. They've got The Walking Dead. They're literally beating a dead horse, and they know they are. They know that they only have a certain window to capitalize on this because nothing, like I said, it'll go the way of the Western. Like, they're just fucking milking it for everything they got. But it started out with me and you, River, being excited that zombies were kind of making a comeback because something mainstream took it. It was cool. Now it's like, wait a second, the very thing that rebirthed it is killing it.
Romero could come up with something now, and I'd just piss on it because I'm so sick of zombies.
Well, his zombie movies suck dick, so we got other reasons for that.
Zombies and found footage movies can suck my ass.
Hey, 2 words: horse riding zombies.
Oh, God.
Survival of the Dead?
What? That's horrible.
Survival of the Dead, the last one he did, there's a horse riding zombie.
Blind horse riding zombie.
Thank Christ I never watched that.
It's fucking horrible, man.
That sounds horrible.
But anyway,
razor blade, cut your wrist.
We gotta wrap this up. So predictions for next episode, Riverman. I know you're gonna say, it's gonna suck, but what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, they're gonna go back to hoarding the zombies, and of course I hear the noise, and all hell's gonna break loose, and it's gonna be the same bullshit from the first episode.
Somebody's gotta die.
Nobody's gonna die.
Somebody's gonna die. Somebody has to die. With that many fucking zombies, somebody has to die.
It's gonna be that new black guy they introduced. I'm telling you. It's so predictable. It's gonna be that new black guy they introduced because like when season 6 came back from 5, just like we did with 3 to 4, all of a sudden there's these new fucking faces we never saw once last season. Yeah. There's just these new people that live here that we never got introduced to, and they introduced that one black guy. I can't think of his name because he's such a disposable character. He'll get it. It's just stupid. We didn't see Michonne either. Was she even in last episode, for crying out loud?
Yes, her and Morgan were kind of having the same conversation that her and the priest were having.
She must be okay. So she must be out with Rick then.
Yeah, she's with Rick.
Okay. Goodness gracious. I don't know. I don't really care what's going to happen.
There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff for Aaron to keep track of going on.
It really is, man. It really is.
I mean, come on.
Maybe I've just been in denial this whole time, and I am fucking lowest common.
That fun to watch. I don't understand it. They were great.
I don't know. But anyway, so you think what's going to happen, River?
Like I said, hell's going to break loose, and then we're on to the next thing. But no, I don't know. I don't really care.
I think they're gonna have to flee Alexandria because too many zombies will eventually reach Alexandria by the time everybody else gets back. And then the other amount that they are able to lead away, there's going to be chaos because something bad's going to happen and they won't be able to circle around and double back.
I think that I think all we're going to get out of this next episode is basically they're going to go back to Alexandria. Rick's going to see the aftermath. Oh, yeah, like what you said, Pat. I mean, they're going to get the zombies. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. It's going to be stupid shit. I think this Negan guy's going to make his appearance. I think it'd be but at the same time, I could totally see them milking that shit out, and then him not showing his face.
I'd say at least 2 more episodes before we see the
God. Who is this guy? He's not the fucking Dalai Lama.
There needs to be like a Jim Jones thing where they all drink the Kool-Aid and they all die.
Oh, I don't know, man.
And the show's done.
I don't know. I'm just at a loss. My rating, like I said, it was just popcorn fluff. It was popcorn fluff. I enjoyed it. If I gave last 7, I'm inclined to give this one at least an 8. You know.
Really?
Well, we gave last week 7 because I don't know. I don't even know why anymore. But but yeah, this one's an 8 just because.
Well, I didn't get to get my grade. I would give this 6. I would go 2 to 6.
All right.
Because it was entertaining. I'll give
it was mindless fluff. I mean,
yes.
But yes.
I have to stick with Aaron because I gave it 7 last week, so I'll give it an 8 as well. But pretty much we're grading on a scale of 7. I mean, 7's pretty much just serviceable. After that, it's just dog turds.
Oh God. We'll see. We'll see if our pact even lasts till the end of the season. I don't know. I'm extremely fucking tempted.
Like I said, if I give it an 8, I'll be back. Or 9.
You said 9 or 10. I don't think you said 8. Did you?
No, 9 or 10. 9 or 10.
Goodness gracious. Well, like I said, Ash vs. Evil Dead's coming out, and I'm going to be itching to talk about that. And then I'll be.
We will be so much more fun to listen to, people. Trust me with that.
You think Ash vs. Evil Dead looks like shit, Todd?
No, it looks better than this show, but it doesn't look great by any means.
Oh, I think it could be a lot of fun.
It looks like that. My name is Bruce crap.
That movie was awesome.
Horrible. Oh, that's a pile of shit.
You're a pile of shit.
Wait.
Campbell isn't that funny.
Wait, what are we talking about? What movie's great?
My name is Bruce. That's stupid.
I tried watching My Name is Bruce, and I got through like the first 20 minutes of it.
See?
But I didn't stick.
Hey, y'all just don't know what comedy is. All right.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. I guess that's it for us now. I know those seem kind of like high scores for us, and that was the least enthusiastic we've ever given those scores. I'm even confused by our methods of scoring at this point.
But when it comes right down to it, you're welcome, Walking Dead producers and writers, because I know you care.
Yeah, so stupid, man. But I guess stick around for next week. I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think we should do a Talking Dead review afterwards.
Yeah.
Or we just make fun of Chris Hardwick for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And talk about the stupid shit he says.
No, that's all I got, man. If like I said,
it's basically the Chris Farley show for The Walking Dead.
Oh God, that was awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Kevin Smith, remember when you made Clerks? That was awesome. Hey, Kevin Smith, did you like The Walking Dead as much as I like The Walking Dead? Because it's cool.
Well, speaking of pile of shits, Kevin Smith, but we'll move on.
No, but anyway, so I think I'll end this by the way I ended it last week, but obviously, like I said, you guys didn't get to hear that. And that's, of course, visit us on all these places. Go to YouTube and btnreview.com and iTunes and all that great place and give us your feedback. But if any of you guys want to replace Riverman or any of us, just please go on the website. There is a contact section where you can reach out to any one of us and plead your case. Because you know what, I'm not even a stingy guy.
They don't even need to do that. They don't need to bribe me at all.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of qualifications for this job.
No. Yeah, even if like we didn't all get covered, even if we get one guy and it's sort of a revolving door to where we all get a day off in this shit.
Even if they're a deaf mute, they can speak by.
There's Monday Night Football and baseball playoffs I could be watching.
Yes.
Well, you heard it here, folks. So you can reach out to us, let us know whatever's on your mind. For the time being, I'm Aaron.
Riverman.
Pat.
You guys, thanks for being patient, I guess. I don't know. Later.
Good night, Canada.
Fuck Canada. Bye.